Alright, I've had Walnut for a little bit over a month, and this is my first time doing a full deep clean for her. I often spot clean the tank, and I've been trying to get her to use the sand box as a litter box, and it takes some adjustment and time for a lot of hamsters. Uh, Especially hamsters that have come from a pet store where she was kept in such a tiny tank with her sister. She didn't have a set bathroom area, and that's just part of the taming process. She is learning though. Anyways, to clean her tank, I had to put her in her travel cage. I tried to make it as cozy as I could by adding some treats. I added some millet and a couple of hides just to keep her busy while I clean. She's still pretty wild and isn't totally sure about me yet, so that's why I let her find her way into the cage. That way she isn't too spooked and doesn't have any negative association with my hand. I honestly didn't expect this much of her tank to be soiled. Like, I like to reuse a lot of the old bedding and only take out what I need to, but she really mixed it up, and I didn't want to put any dirty bedding back into her fresh, clean tank, and so I didn't get as much clean stuff as what I usually do. The first trash bag you'll see is it's not nearly as full as what I was expecting it to be. At least I didn't have to wipe down too many things in her tank. So that was pretty nice. She wasn't peeing on things, she was just peeing wherever. So kind of gross and really stinky, but I mean, it's a problem that'll solve itself over time. So thank goodness she's learning, because I don't want to do this again, throwing away this much bedding. Ugh. Some of the things I want to mention is that this is the proper size habitat for a hamster. I know some people think that this is over the top and spoiling the hell out of this thing, and I think I do, but I do know that some people will also think that this tank is too small, it isn't up to their standard, and personally, all that matters to me is that a habitat doesn't stress out my animal. A habitat can be maintained. I do think that there should be more bedding in the tank, but I miscalculated going into this with how much I had in my cabinet versus how much I had left from the old tank. So, oops. I'm probably just gonna go buy some more bedding in a couple of days whenever I go to town, but I mean, for the time being, it's okay. It's not too bad. There's still like 6 inches of bedding. Whatever. Also, finally, her being out of a tank with her sister, so she doesn't have a little rival, doesn't have to share anything. She's doing fine. She's great. Oh, also the blue blanket that you can see on the back of her tank is a blanket that I made a few years ago. It's a granny square blanket, and obviously, as you can tell, it's got quite large holes, so I don't feel that it's blocking any airflow. But I use it to cover the tank to make her feel more secure, especially during the day where the light is filtered through it, and it acts almost as like a false canopy, so she can run around without being scared that she's gonna get got by a hawk. She doesn't fear what's above her, because she can, it's a solid looking thing to her. Which is really helpful too with not having very tall hides, so she can't really like climb up too high. I don't know. Keeps her safe. Keeps me feeling nice because she can run around. Again, this is the most skittish. This is the most skittish and most anxious little creature I've had to deal with yet. I've never had a hamster nearly this scared. But I've done a lot of taming and she's getting so much better. It's amazing. I also wanted to add that this whole process takes about 30 minutes, opposed to my 5-minute spot cleanings. And it's a good idea to only really do a deep clean when you need to. And you can tell when you need to because it doesn't matter how much you spot clean, there's gonna be this smell. You know the smell. Not very nice. And as soon as you can't get that smell out anymore by spot cleaning, then you should deep clean because the stinky creature needs to not be stinky. Also, doing the full deep clean, it's kind of expensive. Like, out of anything you can do with taking care of a hamster, it is the most expensive piece. Because, you know, buying the tank, you know, this tank was a little bit pricey, but it's a one-time purchase. The food, it's like $5 every 2 months. You're fine. It's not that expensive. This bedding, though, one of these bags can go for like $30. And I use an entire bag. So, what I always do is buy ugly. You'll see I have quite ugly bedding that I'll put in there. And I have old Christmas themed bedding that I absolutely despise. And I have confetti bedding that I also think is ugly, personally. I used to think it was cute. It's not cute, it's ugly. But anyways, I just put that on the bottom and then cover it with stuff that I think looks better. But that way I at least get a little bit more depth to the bedding so she can burrow in it. But I don't have to look at it, so that's nice. But that ugly stuff I bought at a wicked discount, so just wait until after holiday. And that holiday themed bedding is on its way out of the store. And you'll save a lot of money that way. Also, I made one of these toys. Be quiet. I made one of these toys, obviously, full of seeds. Can bury it under here. She'll find it super quick, I'm sure. But I think that looks good. It's time for her to go home. Can't live in there, baby. Hello. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Hi, honey. You ready to come out? Because she is so skittish, I'm gonna put her back in here like this. I need both hands. You ready to come out, baby? Here. Go. Wrong way. You can do it. I believe in you. This way. Yeah. No. You almost had it. You almost had it. Go. I believe in you. No, no. Hey, this way. Hey. You silly little thing. Come here. Look at my hand. Look. Look. Yeah. No? What if I move it over here? You can do it. Yeah. There we go. There we go. See, that wasn't too hard. And straight into the sand pit. How's it going? She found it right away. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All clean. Thanks, Teddy. Thank you, Teddy. You helped so much.